In gilded towers carved from sin, where screams and laughter both begin, there bloomed a child, a quiet flame, born from a throne not built for shame.
He sang to her in lullabies of galaxies beyond hell skies. With feathered wings he'd hold her close, a father first, not Lord, not ghost.
Her eyes would sparkle soft and wide as stars danced just for them outside. Those stars, he'd say, will guard your sleep. I'll chase away what makes you weep.
But promises are frail in hell, and love can shatter where it dwells. The stars he gave began to fade as silence filled the bed he made. Once loud with joy, the halls fell dim when whispers echoed her and him. A mother's rage, a siren's cry, a father's guilt he'd never deny. She watched her world be torn in two, a masquerade no child should view. Fine silks and riches dressed the cracks, but couldn't bring her comfort back. She screamed, he flinched, her voice was steel, each word a wound she forced to heal. You cheated us, you broke this home, you left me feeling so alone. He'd choke on tears in silken robes, a prince who played with fire and glow. I didn't mean he'd often start, but meaning doesn't mend a heart.
Some nights he'd knock upon her door with gifts, with sweets and something more. An awkward joke, a laugh misplaced, a clumsy look of guilt on face. But she had learned to guard her gaze, to roll her eyes through every phase. He hurt her once, he hurt her twice, no starlight gift could pay that price. Yet still he tried in broken ways to bring back lost and golden days. With puppet shows and stories spun, he reached for moons he'd long undone. And still sometimes our shoulders bent, a flicker showed where anger went. A piece of her still loved that song, still missed the arms that felt so strong. But mixed emotions drown the soul in love, and hell exacts its toll. She hated how he made her laugh and hated him for that, and half she hated missing who he was, and hated when he paused because he looked at her with pride as if he hadn't made her high. She feared becoming what they were, two ghosts who whisper through the blur. But then he'd speak not like a king, but just a man who lost his wing. I'm sorry, dove, he gently plead for wounds he gave she didn't need. I broke your trust, I broke her too, but I will always still love you.
Some nights she dreamt of starlit skies, of being held when tears would rise, of laughter echoing through halls, of dances down celestial walls. But morning came with shattered light and made her wonder if it's right to love him still, to let him try to forgive the man who made her cry. Yet still she stayed, she didn't flee. She kept one eye on memory, and though her silence roared like flame, she hadn't left, and that still meant something.
The stars between them flickered dim, yet pulse with life because of him, because of her, because of time, because love lingers past its prime.
They walk on shards of glass and gold, a tale not new yet never old, of fathers flawed and daughters brave, of words unsaid and tears they gave.
He tries to make her laugh again, she rolls her eyes but lets it in. He reaches out with trembling wing, she sighs but lets the songbird sing.
And maybe just beyond the screams, beyond regret and haunted dreams, the stars they lost will softly glow. In newer ways they'll learn to know.
Not perfect love, but one that stays, in awkward laughs and halting praise, in healing hands and second tries, in lullabies beneath hell's sky.